All right. Sorry we're a little late. Jaylen is having technical difficulties, of course, because you can't ever do anything on the internet without having technical difficulties. So I'm just going to kick this off and introduce myself, and hopefully Jaylen can figure it out, and she will hop on with us ASAP. So first of all, I just wanted to thank you guys for getting on in the middle of the day. I know people are busy. It's lunch. We got kids to feed. We got things to do at work. Lots of stuff going on. So I just wanted to thank you guys for taking time out. My name is Micah Folsom. I've been coaching for just over 2.5 years now. I was previously doing, ooh, this hair is a little crazy. I was previously doing Insanity for about 3 years prior to ever learning that Beachbody had a coaching opportunity where you could actually help people. So I was basically just referring everyone that I knew to do Insanity, and they were ordering from beachbody.com, and I was happy to do that. And then when I wanted another program, and so I ended up, and I also wanted to try Shakeology, so I ended up, yay, I think Jaylen is on. Okay, we'll see if we can pop her up in a second, but I want another program, got into a challenge group, loved the accountability aspect of it, and I fell in love with Shakeology, wanted to get it at a discount. So that is how my coaching journey started. I learned about the coaching opportunity because I just wanted the discount on my Shakeology, wanted to be a discount coach, didn't have any interest whatsoever in the business side of it, didn't even know what the heck it all entailed or how it worked. And I just kind of jumped in and started sharing my journey, started wanting to help my friends who were like, what are you doing? You look good. You're losing your baby weight. Da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing T25 and it's awesome and I love it. Do it with me. And that is how the fun got started. So I am now a 15-star diamond. That makes no sense to you. You don't, hey, Jaylen. That doesn't mean anything to you. It just means that I have a team of coaches who are coaching with me that are also having success and rocking it out and inspiring people to start their journeys. So that is a little bit about me. Well, one more thing. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. 3 babies. I have a 4-month-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. My husband is a large animal vet, and we are just doing this thing and having fun with it. So Jaylen, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell a little bit more about yourself, and then you can get started right into the questions that you're going to cover.
Awesome. Okay, so I am Jaelyn Barnes, and I am one of Micah's personally sponsored coaches. And a little bit about me, I started in January of 2015. I watched Micah for like 1.5 years, and I was one of those people that never did anything. I never liked or commented, but I knew that I was struggling. And when I started in January, I was at the lowest point in my life. I was frustrated with my weight. I was frustrated with finances. I was basically frustrated with everything. So watching Micah's journey, I decided, I'm going to give this a shot. I knew that I wanted to be a coach for the accountability because I knew that if I had people watching me, the accountability was going to be a lot more. So I joined for that and thought, if I can make some extra money on the side, that would be great. And then I saw the potential, and it's basically changed our life in every single way. I've lost 38 pounds and about 60 inches in about a year. And as far as income goes, I know it's not everything, but it completely changed our life. And in less than 8 months, I surpassed my husband's salaried income that he worked up to for 6 years. So this has completely changed our life, and it's something that I fully believe in sharing because I had no idea how much better it was going to make our lives. And so now that I know, I fully believe that everybody needs to understand what coaching is and the opportunity and see if it's something that they could use to change their life. So let me grab my notepad real quick. My battery is almost to die, so I had to move. We wanted to cover some of the most asked questions that we get from people who are curious about what coaching is. And so the first one is very, very general, and it's, well, what is Beachbody coaching? And most everybody understands as far as the company, who Beachbody is. And if they don't, all you have to say is, do you know P90X or Insanity? And pretty much everybody has heard of those programs. And Beachbody is the company that has designed those. They come out with the products that we use, such as Shakeology and the workout programs and the meal plans. They're designed by professionals who work with Beachbody so that we don't have to be those professionals. We don't have to be a personal trainer. We don't have to be a nutritionist. All of that is laid out for us. Now you can be, and this can be something you can use to supplement along with your, your fitness profession if that's something you're into, but you definitely do not have to be. In fact, I was not anywhere near anything. I hated to work out. At least I thought I did. I grew up dancing, so that to me was working out, and anything besides that was just pure torture. So I was not a fitness professional. I had no idea as far as meal plan goes. I had been to a nutritionist, but I didn't understand like how it all works. But I went to when you start with Beachbody, these programs have all of that laid out for you. So you don't have to know all the nitty-gritty details. You're simply someone who helps solve problems for someone else. So we use these products as tools to help solve problems for people who want to lose weight or tone up or fix their eating. These are all laid out for us. So we simply help people utilize these products that way. And the next most asked question, I get at least, is, do I have to sell stuff? Well, I can tell you right now, if this was about selling, I would not be in this business. I do not believe in like forcing products on people. I don't believe that brings success. And honestly, you don't have to sell because these products speak for themselves, and we simply are examples of these products, and we share our journey, and people come to us asking for help. And we simply, like I said, solve problems for them. We figure out what they need and what product that Beachbody has would be best for them. Of these products, and we share our journey. And people come to us asking for help. And we simply like. Are you hearing that echoing? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So it definitely is not about selling. I really believe that it has to do with sharing. Sharing the products through social media, sharing in person, and just sharing through our example of these products and how they work. And like I said, I firmly believe in these products because they've transformed my physical body, as well as mentally and financially, that we'll talk about in a second too. But those are the most two, I think, top asked questions that I get is like, well, what do you do as a coach? And it's simply sharing. And like I said, we use the products to help solve problems for people. And then is it selling? Absolutely not. I don't go out and I don't push products on people. I would say 95% of the time people have come to me. I don't sit and mass invite people. I don't sit and harass people. I share my journey and people will come to me. The next one is, what are my favorite things about coaching? This is so hard for me to narrow down because it seriously is like my life now. And I think the biggest thing about it is the community that you get when you become a Beachbody coach. And it's all of the coaches that you become very close with, and we all have one goal, and that is to help others live a better, healthy, fulfilled life. And along with that, a big part of the Beachbody community is challenge groups. You've probably heard people advertising for challenge groups and wonder what the heck those are. Basically, it's a Facebook group where we provide the accountability and the support that we need to be successful with anything in life. Like, I know that, to do anything successfully, you need some sort of accountability. So with the programs, we design these challenge groups where we put all of our challengers in, and we're there to share meal ideas, and we're there to provide support and motivation and inspiration. And so that is the accountability factor of coaching and what helps people be successful with these programs so they're not doing it alone. That is pretty much what coaching is for me, is challenge groups. I share my story. People come to me. I help figure out what would be best for them, and we put them in a challenge group where they continue to have support and accountability and motivation forever on out. It's not something that just ends for me. It's something that I take seriously, and I will help them live a healthy life from here on out. These groups and the coaching support groups that we get from being on teams and the challenge groups all provide the accountability in every aspect. Financially, for growing our business, they provide the accountability for being successful with the programs themselves. And so that's a huge part of it, is the accountability. For me, that was huge. And like I said, that's why I originally signed up as a coach, was for the accountability. So it's definitely one of my favorite things. I love that I get to stay home. In fact, my kids are outside playing right now. And I love it because I'm able to work on my schedule. I'm able to work around my kids' schedule. They're having a bad day, they're having a sick day. I can sit on the couch and I can be checking in with my challengers, and I can be sharing my story, and I'm still bringing in a full-time income, which still to this day blows my mind because it's completely awesome. And then the gratification of helping others. It's amazing when your own life changes, but when you're able to see others change their lives for using products that you recommended through Beachbody, is extremely gratifying to see their lives transform. And you'll find that when people change their life physically, they're changing mentally as well. And it's, I would say, more mental than physical, because you start to look at life a lot better. And it just changes every aspect of your life when you're improving your physical health. You start to feel better mentally, which, like I said, those kind of go hand in hand. Another huge one that people ask me is, do I have to be at my goal weight? And I really have to chuckle at this, because I was at my heaviest, my absolute heaviest, when I became a Beachbody coach. I was nowhere near any goal weight. Like I said, I was not a fitness professional. I jumped into this having never had done anything like this before. In fact, like, I've owned a gym pass, and I think I went to the gym like 3 times because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was not a professional. I was not near my goal weight. It has helped me get to my goal weight being a coach, because the accountability and then sharing my journey is what has inspired people to become coaches themselves or to become challengers. And so I would suggest that no, you do not need to be at your goal. In fact, it helps people to see your journey and to see the transition from where you were to where you are now when you are a coach. So definitely do not postpone this if you're not at your goal weight. It's the journey that inspires people. It is not the end goal that inspires people. They want to see the change. They want to see the progress. And that's what makes them believe that they can do it themselves. Who makes a good coach? So honestly, it's anybody who is willing and wanting to change their life. They're wanting to make a change for the better in any area, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. These are people who are going to make the best coaches because they know what it takes. They know that they need to make the change to better their life. So if you're willing to improve your life through personal development, with reading books that help you become a better person, and you're sharing your journey and you're helping others and you're continually working on yourself, you are the person that will make a good coach, because you'll be an inspiration for others who are wanting to make their own lives better. So I think that's the main thing with being a Beachbody coach and being successful, is you have to have the drive and the determination to make your life better. And in the process, you're going to inspire others. This is also for people who are in the fitness profession already, like we've kind of talked about. You can be a personal trainer, or there are people who just love the lifestyle of healthy living. They love to run, they love to work out, and they're constantly posting, these videos of what they're doing, and they're basically sharing their journey anyway, and you're basically being a coach. So those are people who make excellent coaches as well, because they're able to create a life by design and to complete freedom financially and from their job, and as well as inspire others continuing what they're doing already. So this honestly is for anybody who wants to make a change, anybody who is already in this profession, who is already inspiring others. It's being willing to share your journey on social media and help others along the way. And that honestly is what being a coach is. So I'm going to turn it over to Micah to answer some more questions.
Okay, girl. You totally killed it. I was just like, oh, I could watch you all day.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, so Jaylen talked about who makes a good coach, what is coaching. I'm going to talk. There's 3 types of coaches. So before we go, you'll hear Jaylen talked about how she's making a full-time income. I've been able to make a very full-time income, and that, if that isn't your thing, that's okay. There's 3 types of coaches. There's a discount coach, someone who I like to call, they're like a perma challenger. They love Shakeology. They just want the accountability and the support. They just want to carry on their journey and enjoy the discounts of being a coach. Because as coaches, we had 25% discount off our Shakeology, off any orders, and all that stuff. So there's the discount coach. Number 2, there's the hobby coach. That is someone who just really loves the fitness lifestyle. They want to, again, take advantage of the support, the community, the positivity. Maybe they're sharing it with a few friends here and there. They have their website ready to go for people to order here and there. Maybe they're doing just enough to cover groceries or some extra shopping money or whatever, just some of the extras to loosen up the finances of financial stress a little bit. And then you have the third coach, which is just a builder, a business builder. So and that's someone who sees the opportunity, wants to really help people every single month consistently, really digs into learning what it takes to be successful at this, which is, like Jaylen talked about, sharing your journey consistently, becoming a better person through personal development, and just really being consistent with putting yourself out there so that you can inspire others, and then you're setting yourself up to be intentional, to live intentionally, to help people. And with that, I like to say I've built my business completely in the mom cracks. So when I started, I simply signed up for the discount. I had no idea how the business side of it worked, how coaching actually worked, the potential of it, or anything like that. But I just wanted the discount, and then the rest evolved, and why I coach has evolved. So if you're sitting there thinking, I could never do this, I can never put myself out there, but I love it and I want the discount, then great, enjoy the discount. But it could turn into something, and if not, that's fine. If it does, then great. But the more that I helped people, the more that I got the messages from people who are saying, oh my gosh, this challenge group is changing my life. I've never been able to stick with anything. I feel amazing. I'm confident again. When you get messages like that, it's so addicting. You're like, oh my heck, who else can I help feel this way? And that honestly is how it's all evolved. And then when you take it up a notch, like Jaylen, she's one of my coaches, to see how her life has changed completely. Like, I have chills because I still remember getting her first messages when she says, Micah, I need to do something. I feel terrible. I'm the lowest of lows. Just help me know what to do. I want to do a challenge. I think I want to do this coaching thing because we really need help. We really need help financially. And she honestly was the lowest that she could have been. And to see her now just is so incredible. They just bought a new home. She is home with her kids. She's making more than her husband's full-time income. Like, it is just incredible what is possible when you just have a heart to help people and you want to change your life. And in turn, that inspires others to change theirs and to live their best life. So those are the 3 types of coaches, and wherever you're at right now, it totally doesn't matter. But I just wanted you to be aware that you don't have to be in it to go all out, gung-ho, I want to become a 6-figure earner. That's totally fine if you just want to take advantage of the discounts or make some extra money here and there or whatever by helping people. So just so you know that. How do you get started and how do you run your business? So like Jaylen said, it's all based off of challenge groups, sharing your journey, inspiring people. So the way that you do that is, 1, by focusing on your own journey, by just leading by example, holding yourself accountable, and then sharing that and leading a healthy life. Do you have to be perfect? No. Like, if you saw my post last night, we went out to dinner for Valentine's Day and ate at Nielsen's Custard ice cream, and I shared that. And it's not about being perfect. It's just about sharing your life and how your lifestyle, honestly. And that's how you brand yourself as well and set yourself apart, and people connect to your realness and your normalcy. You don't have to be this Beachbody robot, I promise. And if you are, then you're not going to be successful because people will be like, meh, I don't want to see that. So how do you run it? We run it on social media. Our team is very much focused on social media. I have grown my business like 99.9999% on social media, which is the coolest thing because I started out on Facebook with a few hundred friends. My Instagram maybe had like 200 people, and it has evolved over the last few years. And obviously there are millions of people that we're able to help. It doesn't matter if you live in a teeny little town. It doesn't matter if you have 5 friends that you care to see their posts on Facebook. It doesn't matter if you feel like you have no one who you can help, or no one who would want to coach with you, or no one who would be interested in what you're doing. If you start this journey for the sole purpose of becoming healthier, happier, more positive, just living a more fulfilled life for yourself, and you just share that, you will be able to help an enormous amount of people. And it's not people you know right now. Lots of it can be, but it doesn't have to be. So don't let that tunnel vision you, and don't let that make you feel like you can't do this, because the people that I help are people that I have no idea who they are, and we just happen to cross each other's paths on social media and connect, and then I'm helping them in a challenge group or with their coaching business or whatever. So It's just all about sharing and posting consistently. And we have a 21-day new coach training that we seriously teach you from the very start how to get your business rolling, how to gain momentum, what you do each day, how often, when to do stuff. Like from square one, we teach you everything you need to know. So don't feel like you need to know anything or have any type of experience with social media or anything along those lines. Another question that we get all the time is this a pyramid scheme? I love this question because I was such a skeptic about MLMs or network marketing, and that is how the business is set up. It's network marketing, which is hands down the most amazing business structure ever because the sky's the limit. You're not boxed in by anything. It favors the hustlers. So if you want to build a business with this, you aren't going to be held back in any way. The more people you help, the more your income grows. And honestly, from the very beginning, I didn't even understand how it all worked or how the compensation plan worked or how I was making my weekly checks. I didn't focus on those things. I focused on leading a healthy life, helping my challengers have success. And then they naturally would be like, hey, my friends are asking me about it. What is this coaching thing all about? And that's how they started wanting to coach with me. And that's how your team grows. So it's all about helping people. Pyramid schemes, or like when you hear that, that is based off of a company that's set up when no product is exchanged. It's like you make money off people signing up, who makes money off people signing up, who makes money off people signing up. And we don't make anything off coaches signing up unless they are helping people get products and join their challenge groups and take advantage of what Beachbody has, which is amazing fitness programs, Shakeology that will change their life, and the nutritional supplements and all of those things. So no, it is definitely not a pyramid scheme. How do we make money? I love this question because I had no idea. And I still don't even know all the specifics. All I know is we make 25% retail commission off anything we sell. Anything when our challengers are ordering the pack that they want to get started with on their own journey, we make 25% commission off that. And then as you grow a team, which don't let that freak you out because it doesn't need to. It happens naturally as your challengers are having success, as they're wanting to stay on Shakeology and take advantage of the discount. A team naturally will grow. And that's the way that you help people. I can only help so many people each month. But when I help my coaches know how to help people, that is when we make a small dent in this trend of obesity. And that's why this business is so freaking amazing, because we are able to change the world one person at a time. And I 100% believe it. And I love it so much. So you make money off of retail commissions and off of team cycle bonus, which is your team who is helping people. So it's just you just help people and then you make an income from it. So don't stress the small stuff. I promise you make a legit income when you are building this like a business and when you treat it like the opportunity that it is. Next question that we get a lot is how to get started. So basically, my favorite way for people to get started is with a challenge pack because it makes the most sense. This journey is all about sharing your own journey. So if you don't have a program and Shakeology, then you obviously can't share about it. So the best way to get started is with the program that you want to start with. It comes with your first month of Shakeology and waives the $40 coach sign-up fee. So all you're investing in to get started is your own challenge pack that you want to reach your goals. And starting month 2, there's a $15.95 coach fee. And that basically is the best $15.95 you will ever spend in your life because it covers the websites, customer service, shipping and handling, having your coach online office. Basically, that is the cost that it takes to run a multi-six-figure business, and it's amazing. So that fee is required. 99% of my coaches also stay on Shakeology because it is amazing and they want to keep getting it. So they get the 25% off their Shakeology, the $15.95 fee. So they're spending around $120 a month after the first month, and that would cover your Shakeology and your coach fee. And if you are working the business, then you should be able to cover that fee each month by the people that you're helping. by your Beachbody income. That would be the goal, to help 3 to 5 people each month, which is hitting Success Club, which you will learn all about, wins you trips and free prizes and all this fun stuff. That's what it's based around. So, and if you're a discount coach, then you're saving about $20 on your Shakeology if you want to stay on that anyways, and that's with the coach fee included. There's also one more thing, is the club membership. Now, as a discount coach, you do not have to be a club member. It's totally optional, but you can be, and that is $39, and it's billed quarterly. So every 3 months it's billed quarterly, and what that gives you is access to Beachbody On Demand, which is like the Netflix of Beachbody workouts, and it's amazing. It has over like $2,000 worth of Beachbody workouts all uploaded, and you just log in. You can stream it from anywhere, your smartphone, your computer, whatever, and that gives you access to that. So the club membership is amazing, but it's optional. You don't have to have that. Now, as a business building coach, you do need to be a club member if you want to qualify for the LEADS program, which you will learn about in the coach training, which is also amazing. Beachbody gives us all of the people that are ordering from the infomercials that they spend millions of dollars in advertising for the infomercials. When people order from those, they are getting assigned a free coach. And when you're hitting Success Club and helping 3 to 5 people, and you're qualified for this LEADS program, you are getting those customers. So those are free people that you're getting to help each month, and you didn't even know who they were before they got assigned to you. And they also that also helps with your income, because you are making that first commission from their Shakeology order when you're hitting Success Club 10. This sounds confusing, but it's amazing. Just another way to grow your income, to help more people, and to get your Shakeology covered each month. So that's all of the how to get started. Basically, if you are just interested in the discount, you will just keep going your merry little way in our challenge groups. You'll keep getting that support and accountability, and you'll be able to take advantage of the discount on your Shakeology. If you're interested in actually building the business and helping people and coaching actively, then you will get started in a challenge group with your coach, and you will get that challenger experience, because that is what our businesses are based around, helping people have that accountability, that fit community in those groups. You'll get that challenger experience while you are also going through our self-paced 21-day new coach training, learning the ropes. Basically, it's like a video with some information. You apply it, you get your business rocking, and that's that. But there was a couple questions on and I'm going to refresh my page really quick to make sure there's no more. There's a couple questions that people asked that I wanted to address. The first one was, how do you stay motivated to get people to join you if you aren't seeing any interest? So basically, the way that I stay motivated is my number one focus is my own accountability and my own journey. So if I'm struggling with the business side of it, then that means that I'm probably not focusing as much on my own journey and sharing enough and adding enough value so that people are interested in what I'm doing. So that's what I would say. Also, personal development has changed my life, hands down, in every single aspect. Just learning different, I don't even want to start on this because I could talk on it for like 15 minutes. Personal development has changed your life. So that gets your mind in the right place so that when you hear no, or when you're struggling or whatever, it's not as daunting, or it doesn't really get you down. So it's kind of like happy goggles. Keeps you happy. It keeps you moving forward. Jaylen, do you have any feedback on that one?
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you're in it to make money, you will lose motivation really, really quickly, because that's not what this business is based on. It's not based on selling people crap. So when you are still improving yourself and sharing your journey, you're not going to get down when no one's biting, because honestly, if you're sharing your journey, people will be coming to you. If you're looking at it as, I've got to sell 3 challenge packs this month, people aren't going to come to you. But if you're focusing on you and sharing your journey, people will come. You have to focus on the right thing. It's not the money. It's helping people and helping better yourself. And that's where the people come, in my experience.
That is so true. Okay. The second question is, can you do any other fitness besides the videos? I love to run. What advice would you give for full-time working moms? Okay. Can you do any other fitness other than the videos? Heck yes. So that's my favorite thing about this is what we do and what sets us apart from some of the Sharky Beachbody coaches that you might see that are kind of annoying. That's sad to say, but I mean, I see them all the time, and then it's all like Beachbody this, like really down your throat, like all this stuff. That is not how it needs to be or how it should be, in my opinion. It's all about just sharing and leading a healthy life. So whether that's running, going to the gym, CrossFit, swimming, doing sports, whatever it is, you're sharing and you're inspiring people by your healthy lifestyle. Now, does it benefit you from sharing Beachbody programs? Yes, because I honestly sell what I'm doing because that's what people are interested in. When I'm doing hammer and chisel, that's what people are asking me about. Hey, what workout are you doing? Hey, what is this? I need help with, I want to do some pull-ups. How are you gaining strength? How are you losing your baby weight? So you're going to sell more of what you're sharing about, but that doesn't mean that that's the only thing that you can do or should share about. So if you're a runner, share your runs, but it's definitely going to benefit you more business-wise if you are doing some programs mixed into that, if you're still sharing about that sprinkled in, you're familiar with the programs and all that stuff. Because while, yes, you can help people with running tips, I 100%, I mean, I see it all the time, the way that these programs are designed and the nutrition plan that comes with it and Shakeology, it is a complete package for success. No fail if people just push play every day, follow the schedule, follow the nutrition plan, drink their Shakeology, check into the group for the accountability and support, they will get results. So Beachbody gives us the tools to help people where, yes, you can still lead a healthy life and do whatever you love and share about those things, no doubt. And then what advice for full-time working moms? So like I said, I built this in the Mom Cracks. I was doing full-time photography when I started. I mean, I had a session every night. I was editing for hours a day. It was the busiest time of my life, and I just fit it in the cracks. I was watching training videos when I was editing. I was waking up earlier to fit stuff in. I posted on social media anyways, so I was just more intentional about what I was posting about. I was spending more time connecting with people and building relationships and doing those things that are going to drive your business forward. So it's just really my advice for that would be, one, just being intentional with the time you do have, whether that's waking up a little bit earlier in your lunch breaks, at nighttime after the kids are in bed, just fitting it in when you can. And two, having a very clear vision and a clear why of why you want to build this business. To me, it was 100% worth the sacrifices I was making early on to get this business going and to gain momentum and to hit these small goals along the way, because I had a very clear vision of what I wanted my life to look like, and I was willing to put in the sacrifices and the work that it took consistently to get there. So just knowing why you're doing it and then just making it happen, it's a mindset. It is 100% worth it. I can tell you that right now. Jaylen, do you have any tips on that one?
No, I think I completely agree. If it's something that you actually want to do, you'll make time for it. It really is like the saying about, I can't think of it right now, but it's something about, if it's important to you, you'll find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. So it really is like everybody's busy. And if you're full-time working, like she said, wake up earlier or fit it in your lunch break or do it after you go to bed or the kids are in bed. But there's always time and something you can sacrifice if this is something you want that will change your life.
Love it. Jaylen, did you get any other questions? Because those are the only ones that I saw in the group.
I don't know. Let me see. Let's see.
I think that is it. Honestly, I'll just close it out with, if you're someone who wants to make fitness a priority, who wants to just lead a healthy life anyways and become better, Beachbody has hands down helped me just create habits in my daily life that bless my life. I have dove into personal development, and that has blessed me in every aspect, motherhood, being a wife, just being a leader and putting myself out there and growing. And that will change your life, no doubt. And that's a huge aspect of what we do as coaches. Making fitness a priority and getting my workouts in, because I know that people are watching, and I know that I've got to check into my challenge groups, and I can't expect my challengers to be consistent with their workouts if I'm not being consistent. So it's built-in support and this fit community of positivity and motivated individuals within our team. Our team is amazing, and I love getting to hang out with them every single day on social media, in our team page, and on our team calls and things like that. And then just being able to do something like this where you can create a life of freedom. If you want to go against the grain and not just be complacent with life, you don't have to be. You can do something to change your circumstances, no matter where you're at right now. And that to me is amazing, that you can take the reins on your life, and you can do it by helping people take the reins on theirs. So it's blessed my life in every single aspect. I have a million YouTube videos if you want to see more of my story, or I have like a 2-year anniversary video, or how I got started, or all these sorts of videos that have evolved over the past 2 years. So you can see more. I'm not going to go up into all those details now, but I believe 100% that this will bless your life. And if you're on the fence, then just jump in, because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But I will close it out. I'm excited you guys got on. Get in touch with the person who sent you this link, or however you got this video. Get in touch with them and ask questions, get your questions answered. And we are going to be more than excited to see you guys welcomed on the team page and get you started rolling with this amazing opportunity. Okay? Thanks, Jaylen, for your input. And we will see you guys later.
Bye.
See you guys.